Hello, my love, and welcome back to the channel. And if you are new here, I am Kay, an astrologer, numerologist, and spiritual witch here on YouTube. Listen, if you've been attracted to this video, take this as your confirmation from your own spirit guides and angels that you were meant to receive it. Check out the new book by me also, Make It Happen, How to Manifest Anything. The link is in the description box below. Let's get into your video. Hello Sagittarius and welcome back. I hope you've had a wonderful month of October. Welcome to your November horoscope. We've got a very special month this month because we're going to have a new moon in Sagittarius. And also there is a blessing that the universe is giving to us all, and this will change for every sign. And so I've predicted for you all, what this blessing will be. And so for Sagittarius, if you stay tuned, you will find out what that is. So as we start the month, what I see here for you is a lot of energy around how you earn your money, and also a lot of energy around romance and potentially maybe even some new love for you. So on the screen, we've got the chart for the full moon and how this will look. This is going to happen on the 8th of November at around 11:03 a.m. This is GMT time, so it could be the same day for you or the day before. It does depend where you are in the world. This full moon is going to be at 16 degrees of the sign Taurus. Now, before we get there, as we start the month of November, the sun is going to be in the sign of Scorpio. So on the screen, we can see circled in black and up by number 1, we've got the sun circled here, and he is at Scorpio's sign. Now for you, this is an energy of health, growth, vitality and blessings, what the sun brings. And he is going to shift from where he is and move down to your 12th house. So what I'm seeing for Sagittarius is that if of late you've been feeling a little bit held back with situations, people, places or things, this could be work, this could be your love life, it could even be, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, wherever it is that you may have felt blocked in your life. With the sun moving into the sign of Scorpio and resting in this part of your chart, I'm hoping that the universe is going to bring you some blessings with this, and there could be a release with your restrictions and how you've been held back of late. Now, by the time we actually get to the full moon, we can see it here. We've got down the bottom by number 2, circled in black, we've got 3 symbols. If we focus in on the middle one, which looks like the moon, this is the moon here, 16 degrees of the sign Taurus, and opposite that, we're going to have the sun 16 degrees of the sign Scorpio. This is what gives us the full moon. Now, the full moon for you, this is going to be around how you earn money. This could be your job, this could be a side hustle, this could be ideas that you have. It's basically whatever you do to bring an income to you. This is also the area of life that deals with your disputes that you may have with people, any services that you provide to people, or any routines that you do on a day-to-day basis or often. And this is also the house of your physical health. So we call this the 6th house. Now, this full moon is a lunar eclipse. So it's an energy of something going, something coming, something changing in our life, depending on what kind of eclipse we're having. And if we look at the chart, we can see where we've got the moon circled down the bottom by number 2. Just to the left of that, we've got a green symbol. This is the north node. So this particular eclipse we're having this month is very different to the one that we had in October. Where October was about release and a south node eclipse, now in November it's going to be about direction and changes to direction and where it is that we're going. Now for you Sagittarius, this could be to do with how you earn money. The universe could give you an opportunity or create an opening or bring you some kind of blessing or chance to really work on what it is that you do to earn money. Now, it's not just that, it's also, your physical health as well. So if you've been feeling under the weather or you have had some health issues or health worries, hopefully this full moon lunar eclipse will just eclipse that completely out of your life, and your health will pick up and you'll move in a new direction with this. So it's a really, really nice eclipse that we're having. Now, this same full moon week, there is some indication from the universe that emotionally we could be feeling very different about things. And this is because if we look where we have the moon circled in black down by number 2, the moon is the middle symbol. Next to that, to the right of her, she is going to form a conjunction with the planet Uranus. And if you've been here before, you will know what a conjunction is and how I explain it. Basically, this is when two energies are so close together, their energies kind of merge as one, and we can take the message from them as one message. So we've got the moon, which is about our emotions and how we feel. Then we've got the planet that causes unexpected change, upheaval, and completely going in new directions with things. So this is why I feel for all of us emotionally we could have a change of heart about something. For Sagittarius, this could well be to do with that sixth house of your life, you know, and where you're having this eclipse. It could be to do with how you earn money. It could be to do with any services that you provide for people, or things that you do for people, or any routines that you do very often. It could be, you know, about disputes that you've had with people, or situations, people, places and things, or maybe even your physical health as well. What I'm saying here is be prepared for some kind of change in direction for sure, as this is going to be a North Node eclipse, and as we've also got the moon conjuncting with a planet like Uranus, which will cause unexpected change. Now at the same time, what we've also got, if we look on the other side of the chart, up where we've got number 1, the moon, during this full moon, she is going to form an opposition to the planet Venus and also the planet Mercury. So where the sun is circled in black by number 1, to the right of that, we have the planet Mercury. Now Mercury is about our thoughts, what we think, our mental energy. He also covers things like communication, IT, and short distance travel. So when you have planets form an opposition, it's a very different energy to a conjunction. This is often conflict, but it's not always a negative conflict, depending on the type of astrology that you're doing. But in this context, it's more about decision making. This is the way I interpret it when we have this around kind of like a full moon, when a lot of the planets might form an opposition around this time. So for you, Sagittarius, it could be that what you have been thinking, the planet Mercury, to do with, you know, where you have been feeling held back, because Mercury and Venus are going to be under Scorpio, and that energy will be in your 12th house for you. It could be that around this full moon, the universe is urging you to make a decision about this. You know, what is it that you're going to do? How are you going to move forward? What is it that you've been thinking when it comes to any restrictions or blocks that you've had in your life? The universe is supporting you to kind of mentally, I want to say, because this is Mercury, think of a way to manage this, move forward with this, or to make a decision about something. Now with Venus's involvement in this, so Venus is up here by number 1. We've got the moon, the sun circled in black. Just to the left of that, we've got a purple symbol. This would be Venus. Venus is about what it is that we desire in life, about money, art, beauty, love. She really connects us to what it is that we want. Now, if she is forming part of this opposition with the moon and Uranus causing unexpected changes as well around this full moon, and it's an eclipse talking about direction and where it is that we're going, it's an indication that for Sagittarius, the universe is kind of asking you, well, what is it that you really want? What is it that you really desire in your life right now? Especially if this is to do with, you know, anywhere that you feel like you've got blocks in your life, whether this is people, places, things, whatever it is, what is it that you desire? Now, this decision-making energy, which I said will be in your 12th house of where you're feeling held back, this is also an area of life that deals with large institutions. It's like the police, the law enforcement, hospitals. It's the house of mental well-being. It's the house of spirit communication. And I always say, when we talk about the 12th house and spirit communication, it's not spirituality, because that would be the 9th house. This is more spirit communication where we see, I should say, where we experience coincidences and we think, okay, this is a coincidence, but it could be like a message from your spirit guide, your angels, God, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in. So another message for you, Sagittarius, is that around this full moon eclipse that we're having, pay close attention to coincidences, what comes to you. You know, if you're seeing 111, if you're seeing 222, if you're seeing a lot of angel numbers, if you're into that kind of thing, pay attention to what kind of downloads, information, or even guidance from your own guides, angels, gods, whatever you believe in. Pay attention to what comes to you, because it could be that the universe is urging you to pay attention to something that you experience during this full moon, which could be a sign for you in particular. So as we move forward and we've got through the full moon and we progress through the month, we're then going to have the new moon. And this is where your personal power week is going to be key for you, Sagittarius, and where your personal power week will start to happen. So we're going to have a Sagittarius new moon, and this is going to happen on the 23rd of November at around 10:58 p.m. Again, this is GMT, so it could be the same day for you, GMT time, or it could be the day before, depending where you are in the world. And this will happen when the sun and the moon are both conjunct and they get to 1 degree of the sign Sagittarius. So we can see the chart for the day on the screen. We've got circled at the bottom the sun and the moon. We can see them there by number 1. They are both at 1 degree of your sign Sagittarius. So the first thing to say is earmark this week. Any manifestations, anything you want to do, Sagittarius, this is your special week. You know, if you've got interviews that you want to do, if you've got dates that you want to go on, if you've got spells that you want to do, whatever it is that you want to do, Sagittarius, while we've got this new moon in your sign, this could be a good week to do it. So from the 23rd of November. If you are an earlier born Sagittarius, as in you are born early in the season, this is going to happen somewhere around your sun. It's going to be very, very close to your own sun in your birth chart if you are born right at the start of Sagittarius season. And because this is only 1 degree, I'm talking about probably within the first week. So within the first week of your season, if you're born around then, very, very early, this is a very key and important time for you. Even if you're a later born Sagittarius, of course, the same energy still applies. It's still your personal power week and a great time for you, but it's not going to be, this isn't going to be very, very close or conjunct to your own sun in your birth chart, because your sun would be in much later degrees if you were born any time after probably the first couple of days to the first 7 days of this particular sign. So this is going to happen in your first house of you know, your desires, what it is that you want, you know, who you are. The first house also covers things like our appearance as well. So any of you who are Sagittarius who want to, you know, revamp your image, you want to try something new, you want to lose weight, or you want to tone up, whatever it is you want to do, this new moon week would be a good time to start thinking about that. And the main theme, what we're seeing here, or what I'm seeing for you, is that there's going to be some kind of change to do with new experiences, because it's Sagittarius's energy who is ruling this new moon, and your energy is what provides us with new experiences in life, being the adventurer of the zodiac. But it's going to be happening around it's going to be happening around you personally and where you are going in life. And the other part of your chart that's going to be really impacted as well is your love life. So if we look at the chart where we've got number 2 and we've got a planet circled here in orange, this is the planet Jupiter. And during this new moon, Jupiter and the new moon energy is going to be working together. They are going to form what we call a trine, which is perfect harmony. And it just so happens that Jupiter's energy, where he is now under Pisces, he's going to move and shift for your chart and be where the arrow is, the green arrow, in your 5th house. So Jupiter is about wealth, growth, expansion. He brings good luck and fortune, and his energy is going to be in your house of romance, dating, creativity, sex, children, how you have fun and how you take risks in life. So having a planet like this in that part of your chart is obviously an ideal time for romance. So if you are a Sagittarius who is looking for love, it could well be that as we go through the new moon week and we close out November and we go into December, it could be an ideal time to be manifesting love in whatever way you may do that yourself. Or it could just be that you meet someone, or it could be that it's a good time for you to get on online dating or go speed dating, or whatever it is that you wish to do to attract a new partner. This could be a good time. If you're someone who's already involved and you're in a relationship, then of course the same thing still applies. You know, it could be that your relationship, whoever it is that you're romantically involved with, goes to another level, or you make more commitment to each other, or you just have an incredibly fun time with you and whoever it is that you're with at this particular moment in time, if you are already in a romantic relationship. If none of that applies, the other energy as well about this particular house where Jupiter is going to be for Sagittarius is that this is the house of creativity and children as well. So I will make that prediction that if you are a creative Sagittarius and you've been working on creative projects, and maybe if you are even some kind of creator who earned your income from this, with Jupiter being the planet of prosperity and fortune in this part of your life, it could be that when it comes to your creative projects and actually earning money for what you do, for your work and your effort, you could start to see that come to fruition as we close out November and move into December. Or it could be that it's a good time for you to start thinking about how it is that you can actually make money from any creative projects that you do, or anything that you create, basically. If you are a Sagittarius who wants to conceive, you know, and you want to get pregnant, you want to start a family, with this energy around your house of children as well, it could be a good time for any female Sagittariuses who are hopeful to conceive. And if you are a Sagittarius who already has children, then I would obviously say that this is a great time to focus in on them, because with Jupiter's energy here, it really is highlighting children as well, because children come into this area of life. So do focus in on them, spend some time with them, and it could be that they do really well at school, at work, at college, whatever, you know, level they're at in life or whatever age they're at. There could be some good luck and prosperity to do with your children. So moving forward, as we close out this month, November, as I mentioned at the start of the horoscope, that the universe is giving us all a window of opportunity, a window of fortune. And I've spoken a lot about Jupiter this year because Jupiter has been in and out of a sign that really does elevate his energy, and that is Pisces. Finally, on the 23rd of November at around 11:02 p.m. GMT time, again, so it could be the same day or the day before for you, he is going to finally turn direct. And so what this means is that Jupiter in direct motion, we can see him here on the screen where we've got number 1 and the planet circled in orange, and it's a kind of a symbol that looks a bit like a number 4. This is Jupiter here. With him in direct motion and moving forward, this means that all our luck, prosperity and fortune, it could really come flowing forward to all of us now. And for Sagittarius, what I predict for you, that this is going to be around your love life again. This is your 5th house. Now, he is direct under Pisces energy up until around the 20th of December, so just before Christmas. So we've got about a month of prosperity and a month of you could say a great month of manifestation time, especially if you want to call in new love, especially if you are just with a new romantic partner and you really want to take things to the next level. If you are a creative Sagittarius, again, if you are someone who wants to earn money from what it is that you create, if you are a Sagittarius who has children or you're hoping for children, then again, it's a really prosperous window of opportunity what the universe is giving you. Now, while he turns direct, he's also going to form a really positive sextile to the planet Pluto. So if we look from number 1, and Jupiter circled here in orange, if we follow the black line down to the symbol that looks a bit like a P, this is the planet Pluto here. Now, Pluto is the planet that brings transformation. This is the planet of slow and steady transformation. So with Jupiter forming a slightly harmonious sextile energy with a planet like Pluto, what I'm seeing here is that there is a chance for some kind of transformation. And for you, Sagittarius, this could be around your finances, because Pluto is going to move from where he is and he's going to go all the way around to your 2nd house of finance for your particular chart. So as we close out this year, you've got a month, Sag, from basically around the 23rd of November up until a few days before Christmas, around the 20th of December, to really be financially abundant. And when we started this horoscope, there was a lot of energy around how you earn money or your earning potential, which I mentioned to you at the beginning. So if things go very well for you, or you focus in on how you earn money or any side hustles or whatever it is that you do to generate money at the start of the month, it could well be that for some of you, by the time we get to Jupiter turning direct in your 5th house and also forming that wonderful sextile with the planet Pluto, which will then have a positive impact of transformation on your house of personal finance and blessings, you could really end up in a fortunate position. I'm hoping I'm hoping for as many Sagittariuses as possible, because it's looking really lovely for your chart. Love and money seem to be the blessing that Jupiter and Pluto are giving to you as we close out the year for 2022. Now, when we get to around Christmas, this is when Jupiter is going to move back into another sign and continue his retrograde, and we won't see him again in the sign of Pisces until the year 2033. That is absolutely ages away. So this blessing, luck and elevated fortune that Jupiter under Pisces gives us is a long way off. So if there's things you want to do, if there's money you want to make, if it's personal finance and transformation that you're hoping for, or maybe you're even someone who does spell work, or you do certain things to manifest money in your life, this could be a good time, because the universe is really supporting Sagittarius financially as we close out the end of the year. So that's pretty much it, Sagittarius. It's a very short horoscope what I see for you this month. There's not much going on, but there's a lot in terms of the energies. Like, the energies are big because we have this eclipse, then we have Jupiter turning direct, and then we have, the financial blessings coming in. So it's big energy, but there's only a few of them this month. There's not too much going on. And so sometimes when that happens, it's nice to just have a focus or key areas that really stand out when we look at the charts. So my only hope was that, there was something here to help you. So if you did enjoy the horoscope, if something did help you, please do give the video a like. If you are new here, why not subscribe? I would love to see you here again. And if you are someone who has been here before for a horoscope or any kind of reading, then thanks so much. Thank you for your support and thank you for coming back. I will catch you in I will catch you in November for your December horoscope. And don't forget, you're going to have the new moon and full moon affirmations and astrology reading and tarot card readings that will come out on the channel. The videos may just pop up here somewhere as I'm speaking. If they don't, then stay tuned, because I will upload them shortly when we get to the new and the full moon. So enjoy November, enjoy the month, and I will see you for your December horoscope, for the last one for 2022. I'll see you then.